So the continuation of second chapter, national income. The next topic is difficulties in measuring of national income. So which is referred from page number 28 and 29 in our textbook. So in India, there is a conceptual problems in measuring of national income because of the existence of the larger sectors, unorganized sector, non-monetized and subsistence sectors, and the prevailing of barter system. So due to these reasons, the government is not able to collect the data, reliable data from all these sectors, namely the existence of the large scale sector. Some of the sectors are unorganized, we cannot get the data correctly. Then non-monetized and subsistence sectors, and the barter system, which means goods exchanged for goods. So due to these reasons or these problems, the data which are all not reliable or inadequate in general. Then we can see the following 7 problems, the major problems in the calculation of national income in our country. Number 1, transfer payments. The government expenditure, government paid as expenditure to the people by way of paying of pension, unemployment allowance, subsidies. These expenditures are made by the government to the people which are not included in the calculation of national income, which are not included in the calculation of national income because of they are not paid without any productive activities. These expenses are made by the government without producing any productive activities. So the basic concept of calculation of national income is only paid productive activities are taken into account for the calculation of national income. So in this case, no productivity are engaged. However, the expenses are made by the government, namely pension, unemployment allowance, subsidies. Apart from that, interest paid by the government on national debt. This is also come under the transfer payment. Interest paid by the government on national debt to the individuals, then firms, out of their own savings. Here also no productive works are engaged. Here also no productive works are engaged. So we simply say without production of any activity or any production, the expenses are made by the government to various groups of people, namely pension, unemployment allowance, subsidies, interest on national debts to the individuals and the firms. These are all come under the unproductive activity. So expenses made by the government for unproductive activity. So this is not included in the national income. So it is very difficult to understand the real value of national income. Number 1. So this is very important topics, listen carefully. So transfer payments. Difficult in access of depreciation allowance. So the deduction of depreciation allowance, accidental damages, repairs and replacement charges are from the national income. It is not an easy task. So the valuation of or the deduction of depreciation allowance or the accidental damages, repairs and replacement charges should be subtracted from the national income. So it is very difficult to assess or estimate the correct amount of the depreciation allowance and other things. So if it is taken as a correct one, the real national income will be taken place, or otherwise It is not a correct calculation of national income. Number 3, unpaid charges. A housewife rendering valuable services or useful services by way of their activities such as preparation of meals, serving, tailoring, mending, washing, cleaning and bringing up their children. These are all unpaid services, not productive activities. They are doing all these services with love and affection, which are all not paid, and at the same time it is not included in the national income. So the services rendered by the housewife during the routine work in our daily life, which are all very useful one: preparation of meals, serving, tailoring, mending, washing, cleaning and bringing up the children. They are not paid any amount of charges, so it is not included in the national income. At the same time, the same work is performed by the paid servant. The above mentioned work is performed by the paid servant. That time it is included in the national income. Why? Because the services rendered by the housewife doing with love and affection. So it cannot be measured in monetary aspects. So it is not included in the national income. You know the difference between the services rendered by the housewife and the paid servant. In the services rendered by the paid servant, which are included in the national income, but the same service is rendering by the housewife not included in the national income. Why? Because the services done by love and affection, it cannot be measured in monetary terms, so it is not included in the national income. Other services, suppose any services rendered their friends by way of painting, dancing, singing, these are all difficult to assess. The services rendered to their friends, painting, dancing, singing, also difficult to the valuation of the charges or income or expenses. So these unpaid services are not correctly measured. So the real income of national or nation is not a correct one. So there is a difficulty in measuring of unpaid charges by the housewife and other people which are doing for love and affection. If any services rendered by love and affection, it cannot be measured in monetary terms, so it is not included. Then income from illegal activities. Income from illegal activities means the income which are getting from gambling, smuggling and illicit extraction of liquors. These are all the illegal activities. And income from these activities which are not included in the national income. Even though it is satisfied the human wants, it is also satisfied the human wants, but not come under the productive activity. It does not produce any productive activities or productive work. So the income from illegal activities are excluded from the calculation of national income. Income from gambling, smuggling, illicit extraction of liquors not included in the national income, even though it is satisfying the human wants, but does not produce any productive work or productive activities. Then production for self-consumption and changing price. That means a farmer keeps a large amount of their farm products for their own use, whether it is sold in the market or not, whether included in the national income or not. There is a lot of questions. So the farmers keep larger amount of farm products or agriculture products for their own use, which are not sold in the market. However, whether it is sold in the market or not, or whether it is included in the national income or not, there will be a difficulties in measuring this one. Then another problem is changing price. Normally, the national income is measured at the market price or the current price. The current price is not remain constant, frequently changing. When we consider the market price for the measuring of the productive activity, which are not stable in nature, that means remain changing, may be increased or decreased. So to solve these problems, economists follow the constant price method. Constant price method followed by the economists to solve the problems of changing the market price in the calculation of productive activity of agriculturists. Then capital gains. Regarding the calculation of capital gains, the problem arises when the sale of capital assets. When the sale of capital assets, the problem will be raised, whether it is a house, sale of house, or a stock, or a bond, or any other property, any other immovable properties or fixed assets sold at higher prices, than the purchased price. So the capital gains are excluded from the calculation of national income. Capital gains is another problem arises when the sale of capital assets, namely stock, house, bonds and other properties sold at higher prices than the purchased price. So in such a case, the difference between the purchase price and the selling price, which is known as capital gains. So the capital gains are not included in the national income. Then statistical problem is also a very big problem in case of calculation of national income. It's a very big challenge because of the greater care is essential for the double counting, and at the same time the data are not a reliable one or not a correct one, and the efficiency and the skill of the data collection staff are not adequate, are not sufficient, and the cooperation of the people with the offices are not damaged or not existing. So due to these reasons, there is a statistical problem. So greater care for avoidance of double counting, and the data which are not reliable in nature, then the skill and efficiency of the staff is another question mark, and the cooperation among the people for giving of data about their output or income and the expenditures. Then it should be explained in 4 different categories. The data which are collected are inaccurate. Then the data are not adequate. The data which are collected by the officials or the officers which are all not accurate and not a reliable one. For example, the data which are available in the animal husbandry is not an authentical data. The first one, the data which are collected which are all not accurate and the reliable one. Then second one, different languages and customs be followed at the time of collection of data, which are all create some sort of problems in the computation of or estimation of national income. Different languages and customs create some sort of problems in the computation of estimation. Then people of India or people in India are indifferent people. They are not cooperate with the official inquiry at the time of official inquiries. The people are not cooperate with the official enquiries. So it is another major problems of the statistical problem. The people of India are indifferent and they are not cooperate with the official people regarding the enquiries about the collection of data. Then most of the staff who are engaging in the collection of data are inefficient. At the same time, they are untrained staff. The untrained staff and the inefficiency of the staff is another problem for the collection of statistical data. So these are the major problem in the calculation of national income. Very much important topic. Listen carefully. So transfer payments regarding the pension, unemployment allowance, subsidies and interest on national debt, which are all the unproductive work, not related to production activity. Similarly, there is a problem in the assessment of depreciation, allowance, accidental charges, replacement and repair charges. It is not an easy task deduction from the national income. Then unpaid charges by the rendering services by the housewife, which are not included in the calculation of national income because of their activities are done by the housewife with love and affection, and at the same time the services performed by the paid servant which are included in the national income. Then income from illegal activities like gambling, smuggling, illicit activities are gained more amount of income, even though it is satisfying human wants of the people, not included in the national income because of the unproductive work. And production for self-consumption. Farmers keep the larger amount of production for their own consumption. It does not sold in the market. Whether the value of such commodities are included in the national income or not, there is a lot of question mark. Then another problem in the sale of agriculture product is market price. The market price is measured the national income. However, there is no change. There is a remain changing in the price of the commodities, either increasing or decreasing. So to solve these problems, the economists follow the constant price method. Then capital gains. The problem arises when there is a sale of capital assets such as houses, stock, bonds and other immovable properties. The prices are sold, the properties are sold at higher prices. Definitely the capital gains are excluded from the national income, which means not included in the national income. Then statistical problems regarding the accurate, inaccurate and unreliable data. Number 1, different languages and customs followed by the people. Then people are not cooperate with the official enquiries with the officers. Then most of the staffs are inefficient and untrained. Then due to the various difficulties, the data which are inaccurate and inadequate in India. The data which are collected by the calculation of national income in India, which are all inaccurate and inadequate because of these above mentioned, above explained problems. So there is a margin of error by 10%. There is a margin of error 10%. That is, the national income is calculated by India. It may be overestimated or underestimated by 10%. Overestimated or underestimated by 10%. So it varies with the 2 to 5 trillion US dollar. The calculation of national income varies from 2 to 5 trillion US dollars. 1 trillion equal to 1 lakh crore in our Indian rupees. So 1 trillion US dollar equal to 1 lakh crore rupees in Indian currency. So due to these difficulties, national income cannot be calculated accurately. It may be overestimated or underestimated by 10%, varies from 2 to 5 trillion US dollars. So go through the topic from page number 28 and 29 and read thoroughly, because it is very important topic in the national income chapter.